Hello, class. I want to go over the to-do list for this activity that you're going to complete today. The title of this activity is 2D Review and Me. So you're going to make a polygon booklet using the manila paper, and you know where it is, over on the table, the supply table, and colored pencils. You will list all the polygons you have learned this week. I hope the list that I wrote on the board where it's color coded is still there. If not, feel free to use your textbook. One of the objectives for this topic is to identify the attributes of each shape. So we discussed the attributes and what that meant and the expectation it was for completion of this topic. So in looking at those attributes, this is what you have to do. I want you to draw the shape, each shape. Name the shape, tell the number of sides and the number of vertices. Tell where you will find this shape in the real world. So it take you some time to think about it. I would like for you to try on your own first before you go and ask someone else at your table, so that you'll have different places that you see the shapes. And some of them are in the classroom, so look around as you're working on this. The next step that you would have to do is for your triangle. For the triangle, I want you to draw each of the 3 triangles that we discussed, name the triangles, and then identify the triangle by the side and the angle. So we did this activity when I was there. For quadrilaterals, I want you to draw each of the quadrilaterals, name the quadrilaterals, and identify if it is regular or irregular. So make sure that you are listing all the triangles, all the quadrilaterals, not just one of them. I want you to do a reading connection after you have finished with labeling them, drawing them, doing all the parts that I listed before. I want you to do a reading connection because you're working on poems. And since you're working on poems, I would like you to pick one of the shapes. You can pick more than one, but to write a poem about the shape. And take your time and think about it. I want you to brainstorm before you start to write. And I want you to write that on the line paper, not on the manila paper. You attach it to the back. And so that'll be your reading connection to this activity. You can use construction paper for your shapes. If you wanted to cut out a square out of construction paper, you can do that. You don't have to, but you can if you wanted to cut out the shapes and glue them in instead of drawing them. Turn in a completed project into the teacher table. Make sure you have your name on them, and I will see you next week. Have a good day. Behave. I'll be checking with the rest of the 5th grade team to see how your behavior was. Maybe we'll do a lunch next week.